So my number one message that I get in my DMs is, should I be trading on a prop firm or should I be trading on a live? And as a person who had their first major payout with a prop firm, I always point people into the direction of a live trading account, simply because trading has become such a competitive space. So people, and when I say that, like, people begin to trade and they start off with prop firms because they think, the first thought is that this is a minimal investment, and you should not go into trading trying to have a minimal investment. Like, some people treat trading like a thing that they want to participate in, but not really pay for it. You're gonna pay for trading. You might pay for courses, you might pay for mentorship, you may pay for a laptop, you might pay for an office space, when you decide you need some, peace of mind, and you're gonna pay tuition. The market is gonna take your money regardless if you go to a live account or a prop firm. And back to the competitive nature of prop firms. You learn what you need to learn enough to make money on the trading account. You learn real fast that risk management is very important with prop firms. Those are the things that I personally learned while trading on a prop firm, how important risk management was. And this was a person that started off without any help. So, those are the things that I learned, that on a prop firm, you can't carelessly trade, you can't lose a certain amount of money, and you should be focusing on compounding, right? But those challenges make people throw everything that they've learned out of the window, because even though risk management is incorporated into the entire system of prop firm trading, the number one thing that everybody focuses on when they're trading on a prop firm is reaching a profit target. That becomes the end game when you're trading at prop firm. Like, I have to reach the profit target. And subconsciously, you throw away risk management, you throw away your strategies or your systems that you've learned. All of that stuff goes out of the window, because the number one goal for you is to reach the profit target, because the goal of all of this is to have a payout. So after you reach the profit target, and some people stumble, some people pass the prop firms, some people pass those prop firms, and they have success with it and they finally pay themselves out. But you have to stop and ask yourself, if the goal is to get a payout, if that's the goal, if that's the end goal anyway, and you're not having success with the prop firms, maybe it's time to step away and get on a live account and give yourself a payout. Like, get on your live account, focus on the risk management, focus on your strategy or your system, and pay yourself. Because once you get that first payout, once you finally pay yourself, it feels good. You try to replicate it. And I will say this is just being quite honest. All of the people who are connected with me, who were spending years and years on the prop firm challenges, they finally went over to live. They finally paid themselves. They purchased something with their payouts. They were able to finally say, trading is real, because I had a payout. Like, I finally had a payout. It's real. I bought something with my payout. And that's why I'm saying that. When I see people start off with the prop firms and they're not having success with it, I tell them to get on a live account. No one should feel like they're not a good trader because they are failing to pass a challenge. They are failing to follow the objectives. That does not make you a bad trader at all. And I've seen people quit trading just because they were not able to pass the prop challenge. Now, some people just do not do well under pressure. When you have a live account, it is your money. You get to control the narrative, and people do have to understand that trading is going to come with losses. The prop firm creates an illusion that you're not supposed to lose, or people just, maybe the prop firm is not even creating that illusion, but people are so afraid to lose money trading on a prop firm because, once again, they feel like, and I think with trading, people don't even think about the investment, right? It's still an investment. You're still spending money. It's still an investment. And those investments add up. Like, I've seen people spend thousands and thousands of dollars and years trying to pass a prop firm challenge. it's still an investment. It's still an investment. And I think that people see the capital presented, 50K, 100K. The bigger the account size you're going for, the more money you have to make. So you spend all of this time trying to compound, trying not to get that email. You know what email I'm talking about, because a lot of you have traded prop firms, so you know exactly which email I'm talking about. A lot of you spend a lot of time trying to avoid that email that tells you, hey, tough luck, and everything else just goes out the window. So if you're gonna do a prop firm challenge, just don't focus so much on the profit target. Like, put the profit target out of the window. Like, just take it out of the equation, the profit target. Focus on your system, your strategy. Focus on risk management. Focus on compounding. Do not focus on the profit target. Pretend the profit target does not exist if you're going to do the prop firm challenge. And if you're going to go on a live trading account, which is what I recommend, the only thing that you need to be focusing on is protecting your capital, no matter which route that you go. Because the time you spend trying to make 100, make 500, make 1,000, I've seen traders have really nice trading days. And when I ask, hey, is this your payout money? Is this where you're gonna get your payout? And they say, no, this is just the prop firm challenge. I have to do step 1, and then I have to do step 2, and then I have to do step 3. And the only thing that I'm thinking, right, when I hear that, is that the energy and time that you put into making those profits to reach the profit target, you could have done that and put that energy on your live account, and you would have had a payout the same day. And if it's with my broker, like within minutes, you would have had a payout. And that's the way that I just think about it. And I'm not biased towards, the prop firms or any of those companies. Well, some of them, there are a lot of objectives, and that's a lot with it, right? But they are designed knowing that a lot of people are going to fail, that's the way that they're designed. And even with live trading, a lot of people are going to blow the trading accounts. I've seen it. Even some of the people in my community who have had really big payouts. I've had people in my community grow 500 to 14,000, 500 to 20,000. The psychological aspect of trading is very real, no matter which route you go. So I've had those people chew those accounts back down, but just them knowing that they were able to do that, and they know that they have to get their psychology in order, it's worth it. It was worth it to them to stay on a live trading account. I haven't had anyone go back to prop firm trading once they have experienced the freedom that comes with live trading and trading on that live account. So that's just, my answer for a lot of the DMs that I'm receiving on which route anyone should go. And especially with the futures, a lot of people are trading those top step accounts, and for some reason I hardly see people get payouts. And then some people who do get payouts from those, and I'm saying maybe 90%. If you're the 10%, congratulations, right? 90% of people, I don't see them get payouts, and once they're doing good with one account, they go on to purchase more accounts. So we have people with 5 accounts, maybe they pass 1, the other 4 they have with hopes, that they're going to pass, and they never make it there. So we don't want to trade with hope, and trading should not feel like a competition. This is a life-changing career, and I think that more people should look at it that way. Focus on compounding, keep your risk management in check, and enjoy the process. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that answers the question on my opinion personally, and stay tuned for the next video.